PlayStation.
Scary video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? Well, we search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.
He's freezed and he gets both kills, and the grand final continues.
There is so much at stake. There is so much money to be made that the manufacturers can ill afford to ignore trends in the marketplace. But the trends often change faster than the electronic light of the ray gun, and that makes the risk all that much greater.
Sorry, before you start playing, are you Brolylegs?
Yeah.
Mass respect.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Brolylegs and Sinister X!
Match time, let's go.
For me as a player, for us as people who are from this generation who grew up with video games, it was the most normal thing on the planet. That's why we ended up in stadiums, because we always believed, you know, people have to be playing in front of a big crowd.
So many players are coming out, a lot of them big names, they'll be there, so it's gonna be nerve-wracking.
Nice. Good start.
When the crowd goes wild, especially when Broly's playing, it's so much fun.
Let's go! Let's go!
All we ever want to do is just fit in. And when you come to some place like this, you just fit right in like a piece of a puzzle, and it feels really good. You can be yourself, and people won't judge you.
This is a 13-year-old girl, she's a streamer named Ewok, she's deaf, and she's 13, and she's disgustingly good.
Yeah, FaZe Ewok, let's go!
I want to give a massive welcome to FaZe Ewok, the first girl ever joined FaZe.
Do you want the apricot or do you want the facial scrub?
It's always a big challenge to figure out what's the best method to get him from point A to B.
I'm always on eggshells until I get to the tournament. It's always been something that I struggle with.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
He's the one that takes care of me and I take care of him. The words can express how special it is to have someone there.
To be disabled is to be limited in opportunity to contribute to society, the world that we live in. But this is not 10,000 BC, and there are more ways to contribute than just being a hunter-gatherer. In fact, we live in a time where you can have an infinite number of ways to contribute to the world that we live in. And so I ask myself, do I really have a disability? Or do I just have to do things differently?
My brother has to carry me from the chair to the plane seat.
We are heading to the plane right now. Okay. You doing okay there, Broly? Are you going to be fine during takeoff? Okay.
It's a lot of stress on everyone just for me to go to compete and enjoy myself.
On the plane and heading out to Dallas.
What's happening, I'm like, I just want this to be done.
It's the fighter in him that says, you know what, it might be uncomfortable and it might be painful to me, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
From two players trying to pong a ball past each other to high-score competitions in arcades and local LAN parties, video game competitions are as old as video games themselves. And as video games have advanced, so have our methods of competition. Now, we have a name for it: esports.
There's only really one sport which I think is truly global, and that's football. And I think for esports, there often is no barriers, so it just depends where that game is available. Games like League of Legends are pretty much global, completely global. And so I see this as the new world sport.
Most of the people thought we are crazy. People don't understand the concept why you would compete like in a traditional sport in a video game.
The origins of video game competition go back to arcades and pinball machines. Anyone who has ever gone for a high score in Space Invaders or put a stack of quarters on a Street Fighter cabinet have a hand in growing the concept of esports. But by the 1990s, most players were starting to move out of arcades and into their home, making it much more difficult to have public competitions. And those playing games on PC found it especially difficult, with almost every game supporting only a single player per computer. The solution to the problem was to get multiple systems and link them together on a single computer. With this, the LAN party was born, and it became the permanent method of multiplayer for PC gamers. Doom, Quake, Warcraft, Age of Empires, Command & Conquer, and a slew of other game franchises launched with LAN support and quickly became standard bearers for multiplayer PC play. Without the convenience of stable or widely supported online gaming, video game competitions were still limited to a small local group of people, mostly just groups of friends organizing meetups where they could. One of the first widely successful attempts at commercializing competitive games came from a Dallas stockbroker named Angel Manaz, who formed the Cyber Athlete Professional League, or CPL, in 1997. The CPL is one of the most influential pioneers in esports history, as it was able to bring in players consistently and attract enough sponsors to stay afloat for over 10 years.
All right, Trev, just let me know, man. You're a dude, you just don't know how to change your name color? That's cool, Blunny. I remember, man. Coming in hot, no helmet, no vest, no sights. I'm not scared of my stats. Man down. I started gaming when I was younger, probably like 5 years old. I used to play games like NHL, Call of Duty, Halo before I got hurt. When I was 19 years old, I was at a party with a couple of my friends, and it was just a freak accident where I got dropped on my head wrestling around. Injured at C3, C4 vertebrae on my neck, and my spinal cord got severed. The official diagnosis for me is a tetraplegic, but not many people know that. They just say quadriplegic. After my injury, the toughest adjustment was basically I was a hands-on type of guy. Everything I did was physical, so just not being able to do things like work out, play sports, definitely sucked.
It's a different change of pace for the whole family. Like, he doesn't have a lot that he can do. And like, you want to get his mindset like to do something else.
Probably a couple years after my brother found the quad stick online.
I found it, linked it to him. He's like, it's $250. Like, I don't want to do it and not be good at it.
My fear with using the quad stick was that I wouldn't be good, and I'm not a type of person that likes to not win.
And I was like, well, you're not gonna know, just buy it. Just try it and let's see.
You gotta go left, right, right, right. That's good, perfect. Right, 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 straight, straight. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's good. The quad stick is basically one joystick where you have 3 holes in it you can sip or puff on one of the holes, 2 of the holes, or all 3 of the holes at the same time. And you can also light sip or light blow. So you basically have like 32 some odd combinations you can use. Most people probably would be like, what the hell did you just do? I just did like 18 commands to do that though.
I noticed as I'm playing, I'm like, started getting harder and harder and harder. And that's when I was like, man, this is amazing. Amazing that the fact that he could go back to what we did when we were kids, you know? And it gave him something to wake up and do every day and to beat me again.
After you just practice, learn your limits on the thing and what you can and can't do, after a while I got good at it. Oh shit.
Oh, incoming.
Oh my god. I just headshot him with the M24 driving.
No.
The best game to use a quad stick for anyone who's never used it is storyline games where you can take your time. But those games are, I don't know, those games are boring to me. I'd rather face another person and let them know that they got beat by my mouth.
Rocky. Oh, he's resin. He's resin. He's resin his boy. He's resin him right now behind that rock. It's dry up by now. Lay down, lay down. Yeah, you're good.
Oh! I did it! Holy shit! Dude. Like when I play against my brother, he don't see me as handicapped. He sees me as a challenge. Especially in something like For Honor or NHL, he can't beat me at it. So he don't like those games.
A game is like going in my mind, into another world. You know, you're doing things that you can't do in real life. You know, he's able to like get out of his chair, but in the game.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
that was sick.
Esports in the past decade have grown all over the world. No longer are the venues limited to warehouses and basements and unused office space. Now we have the League of Legends finals packing Madison Square Garden. The EVO 2016 fighting game tournament filled up the Mandalay Bay Events Center in Las Vegas while also getting coverage on ESPN2. Meanwhile, the Dota 2 international prize pool is on pace to top 21 million in 2016. That's 7 times more than the CPL gave out in its 10 years of existence, and about 19 million more than what the Brazilian soccer team reportedly earned from their gold medal victory in the Rio Games. In the early days of esports, these tournaments were basically sideshows. Now we have CSGO's E-League broadcasting regularly on TBS. Games like League of Legends, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike are certainly popular quality games, but their competitive scenes have pushed them from simply popular to household name status.
Here we come with the new wave, out with the old and in with the new day, breaking all of the rules made. Now we evolving into a new age. Here we go, here we go.
Oh, nice jumping. Let's go. Woo!
Good game, man. Good game.
But in his third match, he comes up short.
Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good game.
Good try, bud.
Unfortunately, it didn't come out the way I wanted to.
But overall, I think I did really well, and I'll be excited for the next tournament.
Well, you did good. That was badass. Good job.
Through technology, thinking different, and a bit of Kiwi ingenuity, what has been considered my disability might perhaps have become my greatest ability. Thank you very much.
Can happen to myself. I didn't know that was a thing. So I think when people see me, they ask a lot of questions.
People in a wheelchair, like, you just don't realize what they're going through. And then you can tune into Twitch now and you can talk to Rocky. He's bringing awareness that we're the same as everybody else.
For disabilities, some of them can't be fixed. Some of them you just gotta maybe ignore it somewhat. There's people like me out there, and people like me have fun and can do what other people can do. Just gotta find a way around it.
He's just a regular dude, and he'll kick our ass in a video game just like, anybody else. It's amazing. I'm super proud of him and what he's become and what he's gonna become.
I'm just grateful I'm here helping him out. He's always gonna have a place to go. He's always gonna have someone to take care of him.
He's always out there wanting to do it and always wanting to be right there beside me. The words can't express how much I love him for that.
I tell myself just a little taste. I catch the spell to catch a fade. I'm walking out, my blood got pain. I'm falling down, I float away. I can't control myself. I don't puff and tell. I don't do so well. I don't got no self-control. I'm out my mind and all alone. My eyes are like two black holes. Self-destruct is all I know. Don't got no self-control. I'm sleeping in a liquor stain. I'm waking up just to waste away. I'm breaking down, packing ashtrays. I'm getting lost in a bad way. I can't control myself. I don't puff and tell. I don't do so well. I don't got no self-control. I'm out my mind and all alone. My eyes are like two black holes. Self-destruct is all I know. Don't got no self-control. Don't got no self-control. I've been lost for so long, I ain't looking old. I ain't looking too strong, I ain't what I was. I could find my way home, but that ain't sound like fun.